Hi students, today we are going to see a remaining sums in first concept, right? Remaining sums in first concept. Only two more sums are there, right? And today itself we will start a new concept, second concept, right? Second concept, introduction. We will start the introduction of the second concept, right? Okay. Sum number 14, prove that the line drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisects the third side. See this statement, right? This question already you have studied in 9th standard itself. What is the name of the theorem? Midpoint theorem statement, right? Midpoint theorem statement. So with the help of that properties, right? With the help of some properties, we have proved that midpoint theorem. The same theorem alone now we are going to prove, but with the help of the BPT property, right? With the help of the BPT, right? BPT statement, we are going to prove whatever they are asking, right? So here what they are saying, prove that the line drawn from the midpoint, right? The line drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side, right? Parallel to another side. In the another side bisects the third side. Another side bisects the third side. So I'm having a triangle ABC, and here I'm just assuming that D is nothing but midpoint of side AB. D is nothing but midpoint of side AB. That means what is that? Midpoint means exactly half, right? AD is equal to BD, right? Both are equal, right? So AD is equal to BD. From the midpoint, I'm just drawing the parallel line, right? I'm just drawing a parallel line for BC, right? I'm just drawing a parallel line for BC. Here DE and BC are parallel, right? And we want to prove that where E is nothing but midpoint of AC, or E is bisecting the line segment AC, right? E is bisecting the line segment AC. That only we want to prove. Understood? So say given a triangle ABC in which D is the midpoint of side AB and the line D is drawn parallel to BC, right? Meeting AC in E. Okay, we have written. And what we want to prove? We want to prove that AE is equal to EC, right? We want to prove that A is equal to EC, right? I'm just taking a triangle. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. Then by BPT, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, right? By BPT, by the statement of BPT statement, if the in a triangle, if we drawn a, right, if we drawn a line parallel to one side of a triangle, right, any one side of a triangle, then the remaining two sides will be divided into the same ratio or proportional, right? Same ratio or proportional. The same thing only in triangle ABC. D is parallel to BC, then AD divided by DB, right? AD divided by DB is equal to AE divided by EC, right? AE divided by EC by BPT, right? Take it as equation number 1. But here D is the midpoint of AB, right? Here D is the midpoint of AB. What that means? If D is the midpoint of AB, then we can say that AD is equal to BD, right? AD is equal to BD. AD is equal to BD. I'm just dividing by, see if both are equal, right? I'm just dividing by DB. AD by DB is in the what is it? It is equal to 1, right? See, when we are having two equal parts, I'm just dividing the two equal part and we'll get a value as is equal to 1. See, AD, I'm just dividing both the side by DB, right? Both the side by DB and both the side by DB. What is that? DB is equal to 1. So AD by DB is something, what is it? AB by DB is equal to 1. Right? So whenever, just keep in mind this property, it's nothing but whenever we are having a midpoint, and whenever we are having a midpoint and we are writing in terms of ratio and the value of that is equal to 1, right? So here D is nothing but midpoint. So AD by DB is equal to AD divided by DB is equal to 1. Take it as equation number 2. Substitute equation 2 in 1, right? So here AD by DB is equal to what is that? 1. So instead of this AD by DB, so let's substitute the value 1. So 1. So AD by DB. So AE by EC is equal to 1. Right, from 1 and 2, AE by EC is equal to 1. Taking EC to the RHS, then AE is equal to EC. So what we want to prove? We want to prove that AE is equal to EC. Hence, E bisects the line AC. Understood? Next is sum number 15. In the given figure, right? In the given figure, AD is a median, right? AD is a median. So AD is a median means, the line AD is a median means D is the midpoint of B and C, right? Midpoint of B and C. Therefore, BD is equal to DC, right? Therefore, BD is equal to DC. See, we are having that AD is the line AD is something about median of triangle ABC means, then D is something about midpoint of BC. You have to come to the, you are needed that, you want to know that. You want to know the property, right? Whenever we are having the median, right? and the sides will be bisected into two equal parts, right? Okay, see, AD is a median of triangle ABC and E is the midpoint of AD. E is the midpoint of AD. Therefore, what is it? We are having one more clue also. What is it? If E is the midpoint of AD, then AE is equal to ED, right? AE is equal to ED, right? From the question itself, we got so many, right? And if BE produced meets AC at F, if BE produced AC at F, right? At the point of F, so that AF is equal to 1 by 3 into BC, right? 1 by 3 into BC, right? So a small correction mark. AF is equal to 1 by 3 of the AC, right? 1 by 3 of the whole line AC, right? So just write the given. AD is nothing but median of triangle ABC. If AD is a median of triangle ABC, then what is it? BC is nothing but D is a midpoint for BC and BD is equal to DC, right? BD is equal to DC, right? And E is the midpoint of AD. E is the midpoint of AD. And then what is it? AE is equal to ED, right? AE is equal to ED, right? Okay. And what we want to prove? To prove that AF is equal to 1 by 3 times of AC, right? AF is equal to 1 by 3 times of AC. So construction, see, actually we are having a triangle, right? We are having a triangle. We want to prove that with the help of median property, with the help of median and midpoint property, we are going to prove. But what we are needed? By using the BPT, we want to prove that AF is equal to 1 by 3 of AC, right? AF is equal to 1 by 3 of AC. For that, we need a parallel lines, right? Here we don't have a parallel line. So better we can construct a parallel line, and with the help of the BPT statement, we can prove, right? So construction, draw DG parallel to, right? Draw DG parallel to BF. Draw DG parallel to BF to intersect AC at G. To intersect AC at G. Proof. In triangle BCF, first I am just taking the triangle BCF, right? In triangle BCF, we are having that, what is it? DG is parallel to BF, right? DG is parallel to BF. So by using the BPT, right? By using the statement of BPT, right? CD by BD is equal to CG by FG, or BD by DC, right? When, see, in triangle BFC, I am just taking the triangle BFC, right? In triangle BFC, DG is parallel to BF, then we can write thus BD by DC is equal to FG by GC by BPT, right? And already we know that, right? Already we know that BD by DC is equal to 1. How? Because D is a midpoint of BC, right? D is a midpoint of BC. That I told you that already. So BD by DC is equal to 1, right? So, but BD by DC is equal to 1 as D is a midpoint of BC. So, instead of this BD by DC, shall I substitute the value is equal to 1? So, what I will get? 1 is equal to FG by GC, right? 1 is equal to FG by GC. Just bring this GC to the LHS. GC into 1. GC is equal to FG, or FG is equal to GC. Take it as equation number 1, right? Take it as equation number 1. Next, I am going to take the triangle ADG. Triangle, right? In triangle ADG, right? In triangle ADG, EF is parallel to DG, right? EF is nothing but a part of BF. So BF is parallel to DG. Surely EF is also parallel to DG, right? So in triangle ADG, first I have taken the triangle BFC, this triangle. Next I am just taking the triangle ADG. EF is parallel to DG. Then AE by ED is equal to AF by FG. Why I am just taking this triangle means, see, what are the clue we are having? We are having two clues. One is something about AD is a median. That means D is a midpoint of side BC, right? At the same time, one more, E is a midpoint. So I'm just taking that the triangle ADG, right? So I'm just taking the triangle ADG by using the same midpoint property. I'm just going to prove that, right? Okay, in triangle ADG, EF is parallel to DG. EF is parallel to DG. Then by BPT, AE by ED is equal to AF by FG. AE by ED is equal to AF by FG. And directly we can know that. We know that here E is the midpoint of AD. Therefore, what is it? E is the midpoint of AD. Therefore, what is it? AE by ED is equal to 1, right? AE divided by ED is equal to 1. Because Why? Because E is the midpoint. That means AE is equal to ED. I told you already. So if E is a midpoint of AD, then AE by ED is equal to 1. Same thing in triangle ADG, EF is parallel to DG. So AE by ED is equal to AF by FG. Instead of AE by ED, what I am going to substitute is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to AF by FG, because AE by ED is equal to 1 as E is the midpoint of AD, right? So I am just taking this FG to the LHS, FG into 1 FG. So AF is equal to FG. AF is equal to FG. Take it as equation number 2. Now just compare the equation 1 and 2. FG is equal to GC. AF equal to FG. See that LHS and RHS of equation 1 and 2 are equal. If these two are equal, then we can say that from equation 1 and 2, AF is equal to FG is equal to GC. Right? AF is equal to FG is equal to GC. Right? Now just come to that. Now what we want to prove that? You want to prove AF is equal to 1 by 3 of AC. See, AC is nothing but, how I am just going to write the AC. AC is equal to AF plus FG plus GC. Right? So I am just going to write AC as AF plus FG plus GC. So AF is equal to AC is equal to AF plus FG plus GC, right? But what we want to prove? We want to prove that AF. So I'm just going to convert all the terms AF, FG and GC, all I'm just going to convert in terms of AF, because all three are equal, right? So instead of that AF, instead of this FG, shall I write AF? Instead of this GC, shall I write AF? So AF plus AF is equal to AC. 3 times AF. Just taking the 3 to the RHS, 3 will become 1 by 3. So AF is equal to 1 by 3 of AC. Hence it is. Understood? That's all. First concept is over. By using that BPT and converse of BPT, we have proved and we have finded whatever they have asked, right? So with the help of BPT, and for BPT and converse of BPT, what is the base, right? In a triangle, right? If you are having any parallel lines, right? If you are having any parallel line, by using the BPT or converse of BPT, right? If we don't have a triangle, we are having a quadrilateral, then what we are doing? Just we are converting in terms of triangle, and for that we are having the constructing. For that we are constructing a parallel lines. Then by using the BPT, whatever we are needed, we are proving, right? So once again, just see, if once you have completed this 15 sums, right? And you can just go through the NCERT sums, right? NCERT first exercise 6.1, I think so. 6.1 exercise fully based on the BPT and the converse of BPT, right? So you just try all the sums, right? Next, concept 2, right? Criteria for similarity of triangles. Criteria for similarity of triangle. Up to 9th standard you have studied that, right? Property for a congruence triangle, right? Properties for a congruence triangles, right? And the first class itself I have differentiated that, and what is mean by similar triangles and what is mean by congruence triangles, right? I have differentiated already, right? So which is called a congruence triangle and which is called a similar triangle, and all the congruence triangle will be similar, but not all the similar triangle will not be a congruent, right? So already you know that what is mean by similar and what is mean by congruent triangles, right? So today we are going to see the second concept fully, right? The second concept fully you are going to see the criteria, right? You are going to see the criteria for similarity of triangles. Criteria for similarity of triangles, right? Totally we are having 4 criteria. Before entering into that, we will just recall the properties or conditions or criteria for the congruence triangles. After that I am just explaining the criteria for similarity of triangles, right? In congruent triangles, right, we are having 5 properties, right? We are having 5 rules, right? Yes, there is side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, and right angle, hypotenuse side. We are having 5 rules. We can say that the 2 triangles are congruent, right? Suppose here we are having, what is that? We are having 2 triangles ABC and PQR. If the sides are equal, right? AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to PR and QR is equal to, right? QR is equal to AC. Then the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by what is it? Triplet rules, right? Here second rule is something but side, angle, side, right? Side, angle, side, right? So here 2 sides are equal in this 2 triangle and one inclined angle should be equal, right? Suppose if AB is equal to, right? If AB is equal to QR, right? If AB is equal to QR, right? And AC is equal to, right? AC is equal to PQ, right? AC is equal to PQ, right? AC is equal to PQ. And angle, the angle should want to come, where want to come? Angle B or angle C or angle A. Which angle want to be equal? Whether angle A and angle P want to be equal, or angle B and angle Q want to be equal, or angle C and angle R want to be equal. See, inclined angle. See that the angle should be inclined between the two sides. Here, which two sides are equal? AB is equal, right? Side AB is equal to QR. AB is equal to QR. And the side is nothing but AC is equal to PQ, right? Then the inclined angle is nothing but in between the two sides, that is angle A is equal to angle Q, right? Angle A is equal to angle Q. Then only we can say that these two triangles are congruent. Suppose here angle A is equal to 30 degree and angle P is equal to here 30 degree. Both are equal, right? Angle A equal to angle P is equal. Then these two triangles are congruent? No. These two triangles are not a congruent triangle. These two triangles are not a congruent triangles because it is not satisfying the property, right? Side angle side. See, this angle should be inclined between these two sides alone. Here we have which two sides are equal? AB is equal to P. AB is equal to QR and AC is equal to PQ. In between these two sides there is nothing but angle A and angle Q. These two angles should want to be equal. Then only this will be applicable. Therefore, what is it? Triangle ABC. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle PQR. By which property? By which rule? Side angle side, right? Side angle side. Here now what is the third one? Is the name angle side, right? So two angles are equal and one side is equal. Two angles are equal and one side is equal. Here I am just saying that angle A is equal to angle R, right? Angle A is equal to angle R. Next I am saying that angle P is equal to angle B. I am saying angle P is equal to angle B. Sorry, angle B is equal to angle P, right? Angle B is equal to angle P. These two angles are equal, right? Suppose I am just saying that this angle, right? This side, where the side should want to come, wherever it will be, right? See, it should not want to be inclined side, right? Inclined side, wherever it is coming. Suppose here I am just getting BC is equal to PQ, right? BC is equal to PQ. Then this will be applicable. By angle side, these two triangles are congruent, right? Here we are having two angles and one side, right? We are having two sides and one angle, right? Are equal. So by AAS property, we can say that these two triangles are congruent, right? These two triangles are congruent. The next one is nothing but angle side angle. Same like that. The second rule. Same like that second rule. Two angles should be equal and the one side is nothing but it should be inclined between the two angles. Inclined between the two angles. A small example. Here angle B is equal to angle P. I am saying, right? And angle C is equal to, right? Angle C is equal to angle Q. I am saying angle C is equal to angle Q. Then which side want to be equal? Which side it should want to be equal? Which side it should want to be equal? Side angle. So side is nothing but inclined between the two angles. Here which two angles are equal? Angle B and angle P, angle C and angle Q. In between the two side is nothing but BC is equal to PQ. So BC is equal to PQ. Then only it will be satisfied, right? And by angle side angle, these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. The last property is nothing but right angle hypotenuse side. See that in a right angle. See that when we are having two triangles and we are one should be right angle, right? One should be right angle 90 degree, and the remaining two are sides, right? Among the two, hypotenuse should be equal. Hypotenuse should be equal, and still we are having two more sides, right? One is nothing but base, another one is nothing but altitude. Any one side, right? Any one side is equal. Then by RHS, these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. See, suppose I am just taking angle B is equal to angle R. Both are 90 degree, right? And suppose if angle B is 90 degree, and which is the hypotenuse side? AC is nothing but hypotenuse side. And here angle R is 90 degree, and which side is hypotenuse? PQ is equal to hypotenuse. So this should want to be equal. That is hypotenuse should want to be equal, right? Hypotenuse should want to be equal. And the remaining side, that is nothing but the remaining side. Suppose here AB is equal to, AB is nothing but altitude, and here PR, right? PR is nothing but base, right? PR is nothing but base. These two are equal, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. That is not a problem. But see, right angle, we are having two right angles, right angle. Hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse are equal, and among the remaining two sides, any one side are equal, then by RHS, these two triangles are congruent. Understood? And this is the congruence property, right? Congruence property. Now we are going to see the similar triangles, right? Criteria for a similar triangles. Criteria for a similar triangles, right? So here, why we are proving that these two triangles are congruent? I already explained that. See, we are having 3 sides and 3 angles, right? So we are having totally 6 measurements. Among the 6, by taking the 3, right? If it is satisfying the 3 by satisfying the 3 measurements, if the two triangles are congruent, the remaining 3 will be equal. Surely it will be equal. See here, 3 sides, right? So remaining what we are having, 3 angles should be equal. Corresponding angles will be equal, right? The remaining 3 angles will be surely want to be equal. Here 2 sides and 1 angles are equal. Still what are the remaining? 1 side and 2 angles, right? 1 side and 2 angles should want to be equal. Surely it will be equal. You don't want to say directly if the two triangles are congruent by CPCT. What is meant by CPCT? Corresponding parts of a congruent triangles are equal, right? Already we know that. The same thing only. See, in similar triangles, we are having 4 properties, right? We are having 4 rules or 4 properties. One is nothing but AA, right? AA similarity rule. Second one is nothing but AAA, angle. Triple A similarity rule. Next one is nothing but triple S. And the fourth one is nothing but SAS, right? SAS, side, angle, side, right? Side, angle, side. So in triangles, right? In a congruent triangles, and all should want to be equal, right? All should want to be equal. Here also, angles should want to be equal, but sides should want to be proportional. What is meant by proportional? Equal ratios, right? Sides, right? Whenever in similar triangle, the sides is nothing but sides should want to be in, not want to be in equal. The sides want to be in proportional. That is something but want to be in the same ratio, right? Same ratio. So here also the same thing only we are going to say that. See, we are having, what is that, in triangle, what are things we are having? 3 angles, right? 3 angles and the 3 sides we are having, right? 3 sides, right? But with the help of 3 measurement, only with the help of 2 or 3 measurements, we are saying that these 2 triangles are similar. If these 2 triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional. That is very important. Corresponding angles will be equal. See, if that, I am just proving that these 2 triangles are similar. These 2 triangles are similar. That is, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, right? Triangle PQR, right? Then corresponding angles, right? Corresponding angles are equal, right? Corresponding angles are equal, and the corresponding sides are, that is very important, corresponding sides are not equal. Corresponding sides are proportional, right? Proportional. What is my proportional? Equal ratio. That you want to know, that you have to keep in your mind. See, this is the basic difference between the congruent triangle and similar triangle. Congruent triangles, if the 2 triangles are congruent, then all the angles corresponding angles should be equal and corresponding sides also should be equal. But in similar triangle, that is very important. Okay, now come to that. See, we are having 4 properties, right? We are having 4 rules. We can say that these 2 triangles are similar, right? So I'm just taking that the triangle ABC and triangle PQR, right? Angle, right? By angle. If these any two angles are equal, among the 3 angles, how many angles are there? We are having 3 angles for a triangles. Among the 3 angles, if any 2 angles are equal, then by using the AA similarity rule, then we can say that these 2 triangles are similar. I'm just taking that angle A is equal to angle R. Angle A is equal to angle R, and angle B is equal to, right? Angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle B is equal to angle Q, right? Angle B is equal to angle Q. Then we can say that these 2 triangles are similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR by AA criteria. By AA criteria, these 2 triangles are similar, right? See, I have proved that these 2 triangles are similar by AA criteria, right? AA, that is angle criteria. If these 2 triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides will be proportional. The corresponding sides will be proportional. That is very important. Understood? Corresponding sides will be proportional, right? So you see here, suppose next one is the AAA similarity rule. See, both the AA and AAA are similar. See, I'm just giving one small example. See, if angle A is equal to, I'm just assuming, if angle A equal to 50 degree, angle B is nothing but 70 degree, right? So angle A is equal to angle A. So here also 50 degree, angle B is 70, angle Q, so should be 70. Right? Already we know that the sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, right? The sum of interior angle of a triangle is nothing but 180 degree. So 70 plus 50 is nothing but 120. 180 minus 20 is nothing but 60 degree. So angle C is nothing but 60 degree. Here also the same thing. Angle P is also should be a 60 degree only, right? So whether the third angle is equal or not equal, it should not be not equal. Always it will be equal. If you know, right? If you know in a triangle, in two triangles, we are having any two angles will be equal. It's surely the third angle will be equal only. The third angle will be equal only. So both the properties are same only, right? You don't want to check whether all the three angles are equal or not. You don't want. Right? You directly check any two angles are equal. If any two angles are equal, then directly you can use the property, right? Same thing alone. Here also the AAA property is nothing but for all the three angles are equal. Suppose if angle A equal to angle Q, angle B is equal to angle P, right? Angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle R. Then by AAA similarity rule, these two triangles are similar. If these two triangles are similar, then the sides are proportional. Then the corresponding sides are proportional, right? Then come to the third property, that is nothing but triple S rule, right? So here triple S rule is nothing but here the sides won't be equal. The sides will be proportional alone, right? Sides will be proportional. That is nothing but here I'm just taking that in triangle ABC, and triangle PQR, right? And triangle PQR, right? See, this is very important. While you are writing, you don't want to change the order. If you are changing the order, then the ratio will get different, right? The ratio will get different and it won't be a proportional. That is something, it won't be a same ratio. Then we can't say that these two triangles are similar. So whenever we are writing, we want to write in the correct format alone, right? Correct format, right? Triangle ABC is if these two triangles are similar, right? By triple S rule, then what is that? The sides are proportional, right? If the two triangles are similar, then how we will write it? How we will write this? It is something but AB divided by PQ. AB divided by PQ is equal to, next, BC divided by QR. BC divided by QR. BC divided by QR is equal to CA divided by RP or PR, whatever may be, right? CA divided by PR. Understood? So if the three sides are, right, if the three sides are proportional, right, if the three sides are proportional to another triangle, then these two triangles are similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, right? Triangle PQR. If these two triangles are similar, by triple S rule, then we can say that the corresponding angles, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. Understood? So this is nothing but third property. The last property is nothing but fourth property, SAS. Same like that. The side should want to be proportional and the angle should want to be equal. SAS is nothing but these two sides should want to be proportional, right? These two sides should be proportional and the angle should be equal. And moreover, you have to keep it in your mind. This angle should be in the middle of the two sides alone. That is nothing but that angle should present inclined between these two sides alone. I'm just taking that AB divided by QR, right? AB divided by QR. These two sides will be equal to AB divided by QR is equal to BC by PR, right? BC divided by PR, right? So this side AB by QR is equal to BC by PR. The sides are proportional. Then which angle should want to be equal? Angle B is equal to angle R. Then only these two triangles are similar. Otherwise, it won't be similar, right? So by using this property alone, right, if these two triangles are similar, then what is it? The corresponding angle, angle A equal to angle Q, I think so. Angle A equal to angle Q and angle C is equal to angle P, right? Angle C is equal to angle P and these angles are equal, and the remaining one side, that is also proportional to the sides, right? Proportional to the sides. Understood? Understood all the four rule criteria of similar triangles. Criteria for similar triangles understood. We are having 4 property, but we won't use this AAA because AA and AAA are same only. If you are having 2 angles are equal, then we don't want to check for the third angle. Directly we can use the double angle, right? So this is nothing but angle, and second one is nothing but SSS, and third one is nothing but SAS. These 3 alone maximum we will use it, right? So AA property, AA congruence, sorry, similarity rule, and SSS similarity rule, and the last one is nothing but SAS similarity rule, right? Understood? Just see the criteria for similarity of triangles, right? So AAA similarity, it's nothing but what is it? If in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Hence the two triangles are similar. Understood? By AAA similarity, in the two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, right? Then AA similarity, what is it? If two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to the two angles of the another triangle, then the two triangles are similar, right? Then the two triangles are similar. If the two triangles are similar by AA similarity rule, then what is it? The third angle should also will be equal. At the same time, the corresponding sides also will be proportional. That is very important, right? While we are seeing the sums, we will see. The next one is nothing but SSS similarity, right? If in two triangle, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal, and hence two triangles are similar, right? By SSS similarity, if that what is it? By SSS similarity, if the two triangles are similar, then all the corresponding 3 angles will be equal, right? Then last one is something about SAS similarity. If one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, and the sides including these angles are proportional, then the two triangles are similar, right? Okay. Tomorrow we'll see the sums, right? Tomorrow we'll see the sums based on this. By using the criteria of similarity of triangle, we will find or we will prove whatever they are asking, right? Tomorrow we'll see the sums. Thank you.